Okay, our editor, who, don't worry guys, is Indian. I want you to make me look like Indian Mafia when I do this. We're here with the Mahindra 3XO. It is one of the cars I've been really excited to review because it's coming to Australia literally in the next couple of weeks. We are here in Chennai, India at Mahindra's Proving Ground. There's lots of prototypes that they're just driving around us, which is kind of cool.
There's some cool stuff that we see today.
But I'm really excited to review this thing. I owned a Chery Tiggo 4 Pro. It was a car I really liked in a segment I've kind of fallen in love with, these tiny little cheap SUVs, because I think you get so much value for your money. We don't know what these are going to cost, but we know that they're targeting the Chery Tiggo 4 Pro. So we're hoping that the top of the range AX7L, that's it.
You got it.
It's confusing naming, but we're hoping the top spec is going to come in at around $26,990 drive away and $3,000 to $4,000 less for the entry level A5XL.
AX5L.
So today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Mahindra XUV 3XO. God, why are there so many X's?
Because of the X factor, bro. Don't you remember the presentation?
I'm gonna apologize as well for sweating, because like I said, we're about to die, both of us.
We're both very near death.
Yeah, near death. We're gonna take you for a full review and we're gonna tell you everything you need to know. We're going to launch it, see just how fast it is or slow for a small little engine on an extremely hot day, kind of a given. We're also going to take this thing up to its literal VMAX of 173 kilometers. We're gonna drive it, see some of the dynamics of it, and of course, we'll check out the interior and what makes this thing really cool and why I think you should be pretty excited for it. So, Daddy Jacob,
let's just do this.
Let's do it. Now, if you were to ask me, do I think Mahindra are making beautiful cars even like 3 years ago, I would have told you, shut up.
What kind of dumb question is that, you weirdo?
They're Uggo. They're all Uggo. That has completely changed. In fact, we just saw their new B6 EV.
And also their new B9 as well.
Yes, here on the Proving Grounds, and gorgeous cars. And I think that they have nailed the design of this thing. It is such a cool looking car. I love these daytime running lights, also your indicators as well. Fully LED too, which is really good to see. Nice grille. Kind of looks EV-ish because it's plugged up, but you don't need too much cooling for this engine.
I mean, you might on a day like today.
Maybe you do, yeah, exactly right. Guys, no joke, to get filming of the engine shots, I had to lift up my shirt and hold on for dear life. So hot.
It's not the first time you've lifted your shirt.
Ah! Down the bottom, you have a nice bumper. And I really like the colors you can get. My favorite is the yellow. Get this thing in the yellow because my gosh, is that a beautiful color. Let's check out the side.
Let's do it.
Now, coming to the side, you're gonna see these 17-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. They've actually got quite a lot of aero covering to them to make this thing as aerodynamic as possible. 6 liters per 100 kilometers is what they claim, which is pretty phenomenal.
Not when you're doing 173.
You're not going to get that when you're doing 173, but around town in Australia, as it's been homologated, 6 liters, pretty unbelievable. This scratchy material is not the best. It's also wrapped in some Goodyear Assurance tires, and we definitely need the Assurance today.
As you guys will see.
One of the best things about India is
they
that
just don't care.
It's lax. You know, versus China where you've got someone literally hugging you as you're driving. Here it's just like, yeah, here's the keys, go off. I kind of love that. You have a 360 camera here. It's got a decent 360 camera, not the best, but pretty good. Keyless entry and go. No privacy glass here, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe that will come in the Australian spec. This is about as close as what we're going to get in Australia, but it's missing things like the auto seats. You have your roof rails up here. I love this floating roof two-tone design as well, up on the higher trim.
It's got some nice dimensions, man. It's a good looking car.
Yeah,
I mean, look at this rear overhang. It's like non-existent, so you get like a 40-degree departure angle.
That's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
23.6 degree approach angle. It's also 2.6 meter long wheelbase, which is pretty big for such a small car. And yet, like Daddy Jacob said, it's about 4 meters long, so not very long at all. Let's check out the bum.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, let's talk about the arse on this thing. Again, nailed it. When Chery brought out the Tiggo 4 Pro, a car, again, I really loved. Kind of sad that I sold it. It had a bad arse.
Yeah, and we're arse guys, so we were disappointed. And
they fixed it. They really, truly fixed it, but it was a bit too late for me. I had already bought the old one. This comes in fixed. It's very nice. I really like the light bar that runs across the back. It just looks super premium. It doesn't feel like you're spending, you know, some of the cheapest amount of money on any new car in Australia. You have the Twin Peaks badge there, same for up front. Kind of the new Mahindra logo. It's technically not, but because they only make SUVs and commercial vehicles, it kind of is.
It's their SUV logo.
Exactly.
Yeah, every car.
XUV 3XO, apparently, this is the explanation they've given. It's supposed to be like 3 is kind of like C, and then it's CXO, and X can be whatever you want it to be, you know? It could be C
They call it the X Factor.
Yeah. Too many X's.
I think Elon Musk would like the naming of this
God, yeah,
car.
he's probably going to buy Mahindra at this point. Down the bottom, you have a nice diffuser here as well, and you have a camera here. It is a little bit challenging to find the boot release, but once you do,
go rummaging around.
it reveals a pretty large ass. So inside you're going to find 364 litres of boot space. That is a little bit down versus a Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro. It's about 380. You could drop the rear seats though, and then you get plenty of space, except you do have a hump in the floor, which does kind of suck. You do have zero underfloor storage actually, because there is a Space Saver spare wheel, but I'd rather see a Space Saver spare wheel than not.
Yeah. And what was the brand?
Stepney. Stepney, that's it. Something a bit odd. Anyway, I guess like Ling Longs, you know, India has Stepney. Let's go inside. All right, so watch this clip right now. That was the 3XO crashing. They just crashed right in front of us. That was awesome.
Actually, how good was that slow-mo captured by the S25 Ultra?
You've done a great job, Daddy Jacob.
It's been a long trip.
It's been a long trip. So the thing about safety with this car is it's definitely not going to score a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. In fact, I don't know if it's going to score a 4-star. Structurally, the engineers say it's engineered like perfectly. However,
that's what the engineers would say.
That's what they would say. It doesn't have rear AEB and also doesn't have a center airbag. And so as a result, there is literally no way it can score a 5-star. I don't think it can ever score a 4-star. So they say that that's going to come with the update, but
they should have done it before they launched in Australia, man. It's just going to be a deal breaker compared to a Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro, if I'm being honest.
It's a bit of a shame, and it's just going to make it look not the best when it comes.
Yeah.
So even though
people are shopping around between them, they're going to just take one look at it.
It might crash fine, but unfortunately, if it doesn't have a 5-star ANCAP, people won't like it. So there's that. Let's get back to the review. Alrighty. Ooh, Daddy Jacob. Let's talk about the interior of the Mahindra 3XO. I was about to say Tarox. That's not this car.
Maybe coming later.
Yeah, maybe coming later.
Or maybe it's already out.
Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Let's talk about the way that this interior looks.
Pretty basic, man.
It's basic, but I like that it's basic. So you get soft touch materials in all the right places up here. This is scratchy. You've got this funny little, I don't know, diamond pattern there.
Very primo.
This is quite, you know, mid 2000s, but I don't mind it, honestly, because, well, one big main reason, the air conditioning controls are just right here.
They're not relegated to the screen.
No,
Love that.
They're here and they just f***ing work, you know?
And you'd hope that they f***ing work in India, where it's bloody 40 degrees.
Let me tell you guys, it is working today. It's nice for me in here and I feel bad for you, so we'll keep this as quick as possible. You have this 10.25-inch infotainment display. It is relatively snappy and quite vibrant as well. I must say it comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto.
Oh.
Thank you, Samsung. Samsung have sent us this phone. We have it for about 4 weeks. And yes, we do have to give it back. I know this isn't paid, but it has been really, really good for capturing a lot of our B-roll, and we're hoping this turns into something a bit more long-term. And if you want to learn more about this, we'll leave a link down in the description below. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our new channel, TechSource, because we are reviewing a lot of new things, including this iQOO Z10X and my $15 Tata smartwatch. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff over there. Go over there, subscribe. You're going to want to see it all. Back to this though, the screen itself is fine. It is connected to a 7-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. That does sound pretty...
Not bad.
Not bad. As good as you're going to get at this price point.
I actually like the new version of the operating system. It's like kind of nice.
It is kind of nice. But there's no fun with XUV.
I know, they've gotten rid of that. I think they're getting more mature, Matt.
You know what I really like? When you press drive mode, you can change between zip, zap, and zoom.
Oh, well, there goes the maturity.
Anyway, it has worked sometimes, but it hasn't worked other times. Up in front of me, we have another 10.25-inch digital instrument display. It does show plenty of information. It is a very, very good display, and you can change it between a couple of different layouts as well, depending on what you goddamn want. You get a 65-watt fast USB-C charger, USB-A port, and a fast wireless charger here with an air conditioning port. Weirdly, we're in the India spec here, so even though this is technically top of the range, this seat here is manual, but when it comes to Australia, this will be automatic. Same for this seat here. And I will say, one of the things they're very proud of is that you do sit very high. I'm 5'11", and I'm sitting pretty high right now.
Yeah, they said you're the king of the road in this thing.
Yeah, you certainly are. And if you're probably 6'4" or above, you might struggle to fit in here, so I would definitely recommend.
But if you're normal sized, it makes for good visibility.
It certainly does. A couple of cup holders here. This glove box is one of the largest I've ever seen. Quite frightening, actually. You've got a massive door bin there as well. Soft touch center armrest with a little bit of storage in there. That's pretty good. And the seats themselves, they're faux leather and they have plenty of comfort and support. Clearly, they've done a really good job at just making this thing comfy.
And your driving position looks pretty good.
It is pretty good, except for one thing.
No goddamn telescoping.
Great horn, but not great.
It needs to be a good horn, given how much they use it here.
Yeah, really. but not great that it doesn't telescope, which does kind of suck.
You know what doesn't suck?
What?
The sunroof.
Oh, that's true. It's the largest in its class, except it's a bit confusing to use because you have to...
It's like a Guinness World Record or something.
Anyway, yes, they call it the, what do they call it? Star roof? Starliner? Stargaze.
Sky roof.
Look at me. It is a massive sunroof, really, really big, and yes, of course, it does open for an almost convertible-like experience. The only thing is, it is 40 degrees right now here in Chennai, so this is being closed immediately. Let's check out the back seats. Alrighty, guys, back seat.
Oh, that's a thonk.
That was the thonk of the Mahindra 3 XO now. It's pretty good.
Pretty spacious.
So at 5'11", I've got enough legroom. It's pretty good. Tow room as well is actually quite good, and headroom too is nice and large. This is all soft touch, which is very, very good indeed. Actually, don't often say that.
I was actually commenting on that earlier. I was like, I don't think the Tiggo 4 has soft touch material.
I can't actually remember. Actually, what I am sure of though is that you get 2 air vents back here, and boy, is that a welcome change over the single one you get.
It really is.
In the Cherry Tiggo 4.
You're really living large in the back seats of the 3XO.
Yeah, and clearly it's so extremely hot in India that air conditioning is quite important to them, and therefore the air conditioning here blows so cold, it's so nice. So a couple of air vents here, you got a storage area there, USB-C port and 12-volt socket-walkie, map pockets as well. These seats are actually really nice and comfy. I like the faux leather of them. Soft touch with a couple of cup holders. They're very, very shallow.
They're too shallow. They're too bloody shallow, okay?
What's wrong with Mahindra and cups, you know?
They gotta fix their cup holder
Like
sitch.
Scorpio with a single cup holder in the entire car. You know what? Doesn't need to be fixed. Car Source Buy. That's right. We have our car buying service, Car Source Buy. We have thousands of dealers who we make literally fight each other to get you the best deal possible on any new car. Best of all, it is a totally free service for you. We charge those pesky dealers a fixed fee, and therefore we go in the hardest to get you the best price possible. So if that sounds good and you want to buy yourself a Mahindra 3XO or any new car, Google Car Source Buy, and our team will help you. And we have literally thousands of customers who have done that, which is awesome. Daddy Jacob,
Let's bloody launch it.
let's do it. Alrighty guys, now we are going to launch the Mahindra XUV 700. The tyres are quite warm because we just did 173 kilometers an hour, but don't
They're
worry.
very warm.
You'll see that in just a second. This thing, I don't know why I can't change the drive mode, so I guess we're just gonna keep it in zap, okay?
It's the one drive mode we need today.
We have our specialist timing gear. This is terrible conditions for the car because it's currently 38 degrees and no turbocharged car likes hot air, but that's what we're gonna have to do. And so the other thing we're gonna have to do
is suck it up.
and turn off aircon. Here we go. All right, here we go. Fist me. Start that again.
Oh,
Come on.
far out.
Oh.
It's dying in the ass a bit. Come on.
It's definitely not the fastest thing in the world. Like I said, guys,
Go.
this is hot, bad conditions for it, but
Ah.
0 to 100 in 13.58 seconds.
Not great. And the 0 to 60 was 5.47 seconds.
Again, it's hot, but I don't know if I don't know what the conditions
I mean, the
were.
temperature will have an effect, but I don't think it'll have a massive effect. So I reckon even on a cold day, you won't get less than 12.
So that is quite a lot slower than a Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. All right, let's drive this thing ferociously. Alrighty, Daddy Jacob.
It's our turn now.
Time to drive the Mahindra 3XO. This time we are at Mahindra's Proving Ground and we're about to do some high-speed testing. But before we get to that, let's talk about what this thing actually is.
I mean, first of all, it's got an M Stallion engine. I just love that name.
How was that?
As opposed to the M Hawk, which is
that
their
good?
diesel. I enjoyed it.
It's a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine and it puts out 82 kilowatt of power, so yeah, definitely not the most, but it does have 200 newton meters of torque. When you put your foot down,
Even at 120, you can feel it. It's pretty decent, actually.
you genuinely can. I have to say, guys, this is the worst conditions to be testing a turbocharged engine in.
Yeah.
It is literally 40 degrees outside at the
It's
moment.
so bloody hot.
It's 35 degrees. The ground temperature here though is insane just because all the heat reflecting off the road. So yeah, keep that in mind when we're doing these tests that this turbo petrol is not the best.
Can I
for
just say, man, we're sitting at 140 k's an hour. We're having a casual conversation. This thing is stable AF,
it
right?
truly is stable AF. It is front wheel drive as well, so don't go expecting any sort of all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. You're not going to get that. But considering, like we said, the price that we think it's going to come in at, yeah, you're getting something that's actually extremely good to drive. Like, this is a hard corner for any car. We're about to go at 180 kilometers an hour. We actually have our specialist timing gear here to validate that. Now, this is whack, guys, because this is about a 45-degree incline that we're about to go on. So when we hit it, everything messes up.
Yeah, all the cameras will go haywire. It's basically a NASCAR curve.
Yeah, exactly. And we've just hit 155 kilometers an hour, backed up by that. We've shifted. Wow, sixth gear is quite a lot.
Geez, the ratios are long
Okay,
as.
so the weird thing about this here is that...
To keep your wheels straight.
Yeah.
Don't ease off.
Oh my God.
It's weird.
Oh, I feel the G-forces here. The crazy thing about this is just how... Are we passing a Mahindra Rocks? Bye.
Keep your eyes on the road.
I am. This is pretty dangerous, guys.
This is crazy.
We've hit 165 kilometers an hour.
Woo.
That's saying 164.
Let's keep going. We gotta hit VMAX.
So the VMAX of this is about 170 kilometers an hour. But even right now, as we're about to hit 170 kilometers an hour,
Holy crap.
I'd say this is performing pretty well.
Dude, it's so stable. And honestly, wind noise, yeah, there is wind noise. We're going at 170
Well, there's a lot of aircon noise as well.
True.
I had to ease off there for a second just in case. The speed that you can get into this thing.
It's intense.
Guys, I can't see the G-forces on my face right now. I'd say we're at
You probably look older.
I'm probably at like 3 Gs just there.
Oh, we're going 170, 169 on the V-Box.
So we use our specialist timing gear here because this is very accurate to the point of using about 50 satellites or something to get our exact speed.
This is the highest speed I've ever seen on this. And look, the corner we're coming up to. That is intense.
Guys, I'm
G-forces.
death gripping this steering wheel right now because boy does this thing feel fast. Woo. Oh, and by the way, guys, the amount of prototype cars we've seen here, make sure you subscribe right now for the vlog because I think we've seen literally every upcoming Mahindra.
Try to hug the right side of the lane this time.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
My face is pulling downward.
It's so addictive, though. It's kind of fun. Whew. All right,
That's a lot of fun. Let's see how this thing drives in other ways.
Not just in a straight line, I guess.
All right, so that was the high-speed test.
Oh, my God.
What about how this thing handles, baby? Put our foot down, try and get some power.
Oh, God, we've got an emergency lane change activity coming up.
Sometimes it happens, Daddy Jacob, where you have to...
You say as you take out cones.
What did you just say?
As part of India's continued efforts under Operation...
You just turn on the radio somehow. All right, we've got an S-curve coming up. We'll worry about it later.
Let's try not to take out any more cones,
Oh,
hey?
God. These are heavy-duty cones. Came in so hot. It's so heavy there. Oh, no.
What I'll say is this, it clearly handles very well. It has a nice chassis to it. It's also extremely comfortable, just based on the high-speed testing. But it's not very powerful. It's not as powerful and as torquey as I thought it would be. And also, it definitely has a bit of body roll.
It's definitely got body roll, and you're going to struggle for grip if you try to take a corner at 80 k's an hour.
I guess it's a little SUV. All right, let's get to our final thoughts.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys. Final thoughts on the Mahindra XUV 3XO. I've got to be honest, I'm pretty damn excited for it to come.
I think it's going to be a bloody awesome car.
I think it's exactly the car that Mahindra needs. We've seen the success of the Chery Tiggo 4 Pro, which is still a very, very good car. It feels a bit more modern in quite a few ways, but this thing here, it just feels so solid as an overall package. No, it's not the fastest, but this has not been fair conditions. It is extremely hot, and small little turbocharged engines are not the quickest.
And also for like a city car, like who cares?
Who really cares? But let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you going to be rushing out to buy one of these? Of course, if you are, Google CarSource Buy. Our team will help you get the best price possible, totally free for you. And of course, if you love technology just like us, you want to see all the cool, interesting tech we've been reviewing while we're here, click the link in the description below and that'll take you to our new channel, TechSource. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.